Hey everybody, how you doing? It is Mr. Bookman, and I will be reading Curious George at the Parade by Margret and H.A.Rey. Please enjoy. This is George. He was a good little monkey and always very curious. Today, George and his friend, the man with the yellow hat, were in the city for the big holiday parade. They found a place in the crowd, but an announcement had just been made. The parade might not start for a while, George, the man said. The wind is too strong for the big balloons. Let's go in this department store while we wait. George and his friend looked around the store as they waited for the wind to settle down. Suddenly, something strange caught George's eye. It could be. He was curious. But when George looked out the window, he didn't see anything strange. He saw the parade. He saw floats, clowns, jugglers, a band standing in straight rows. Then George thought he saw an elephant eating a treat. That made George hungry. It had been a long time since breakfast. Now he had think only of finding a snack. Why, there was a treat just like what he ate in the jungle. Fresh nuts right off the tree. George was lucky to be a monkey. He simply climbed up the window and jumped out into the tree. Then he pulled and pulled, but the nuts would not come off the tree. They were not so fresh after all. In fact, they were not even real. But George did not know. He pulled harder and harder. The tree began to sway. Suddenly there was a loud snap, then crash. Down came the tree, down came George, and down came all the nuts. Luckily, George was not hurt, but still he did not have a snack. He raced after the nuts. He chased them around the elephants and under the clowns, then in and out of the band straight row. My perfect rows, the band leader said. You ruined my perfect rows. The band leader raced after George. He chased him down the street and around the corner, but he was not quick enough. Where was George? Soon the band leader tried for searching and went back to straighten his row. He did not know where the little monkey had gone. George was nowhere to be found. George was not sure where he had gone either, and the nuts were nowhere to be found. after all that, George had lost his snack. After all that, George had lost his way. Now, how would he be? How would he get back into the department store and back to the man with the yellow hat? Just then, a bus was stopped at the corner. George liked to ride the bus. Maybe it could take him back to his friend. Quickly, he hopped on the bus and away they went. From his seat up on top, George could see everything. The bus rounded a corner. Here was something familiar, but something was wrong. Two balloons had drifted off course. The ropes were tangled. The parade helpers were trying to fix them, and a crowd gathered to watch. As the bus came to a stop, someone yelled, "Catch that monkey! He's ruined your parade!" It was the band leader, and he was pointing right at George. George did not want to be caught, but there was no way for him to get down. There was only one way to go, up. George grabbed a rope and went up. Up he climbed, higher and higher. It was a little frightening, but he held on tight. Then he heard someone call, "George!" It was the man with the yellow hat. George was happy to find his friend. The man was happy too. George swung from one rope to the other. Now he felt like it was in the jungle, swinging from vine to vine. "Look," someone shouted from below. "The little monkey is fixing the balloon." Then George swung safely back into the arms of the man with the yellow hat. The crowd below cheered. The ropes were no longer tangled. Then George and his friend ride back to the sidewalk. It was time to start the parade. The band leader was no longer angry. George was a hero. Even the mayor came to meet George. I hear you created quite a stir, George," he said, "but at least is in order. Would you like to ride with me in the parade?" Soon, the balloons started moving and the music started playing and the band marched down the street in straight rows. And there, leading the whole parade, was Curious George. Well, you got to be in the parade, huh? How many of you have used to watch Curious George? I know it used to be on the PBS channel. Let me know if you have watched Curious George with thumbs up. Well, everybody, I hope all of you enjoyed this book reading, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Share it. If you're new and you came along this book reading, hit that red subscribe button down below and subscribe to my channel and check out my other book readings I got. I got plenty, so feel free to check them out. Also, I want to say hi to some new subscribers here. Welcome aboard to all my new subscribers that have joined this channel. And feel free to check out my other book readings I've got. I got plenty, so feel free to check them out. But until my next book reading, they call me Mr. Bookman. And this book reading's over. Have a good one, and take care, everybody.